let's do Nvidia today. All right. 3-minute chart. And does Nvidia do something really weird today? Let's go find out. We had 2 people simultaneously say Nvidia today. All right, so we got the 3-minute. Let me go to the hourly chart. Hourly chart. So wow, we got some pre-market, a lot of buying on the pre-market. And so I'm just drawing support and resistance. I don't think I've really looked at Nvidia today. I'm not really sure what it does. This trend looks a little bearish. So my guess is that we do something like this. I see stocks trade up into resistance a lot. So I'm backtrading right now. So the question, does the history include pre-market data? The answer is yes. This is pre-market data, and I'm backtrading as we speak. So I'm backtrading Nvidia from today. So as always, I'm going to continue on with just the 10 EMA strategy. And let's get the first candle out. First candle, amazing hammer. All right, amazing, amazing hammer. So I'm automatically looking to go bullish. I would like a little bear candle to come in. My expectation is we're probably going to get a little bit of a dip from this type of candle because it's a big one. All right. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So we have a bear inside candle, 2 hammers, back-to-back lower shadows. I could go long above there. Stop loss here. Target 1 into this high here. So I'd exit a partial, and then I would just probably trail from there. So this will be a partial target. Partial. Okay. Someone says, why? Why would I exit there? I have a line there. It's old support, new resistance. So if you're long, you want to sell some things at a resistance. That's pretty much the answer. Helps you reduce the risk, that's all about trading. I just want to reduce risk. All right. First candle, very nice. We're in. Looks like we're about to hit our partial target. We do. So we hit our partial target. We're out of resistance, and it looks like we're probably going to get stopped out on the next trade, on the next candle, most likely. Most likely. So next candle, yep, get stopped out. Fair. So the good news is being able to exit this partial, again, doesn't matter how much, I always go with 25% or less. So I definitely would have lost on this trade, and it would have been around 0.7 Rs, which is about my average. Now that's if, again, keep in mind you're using the 10 EMA strategy loosely. What do I mean by loosely? Well, just imagine for just a moment, this candle doesn't technically close above the 10 EMA. It has the same sentiment, right? Because it's a nice lower shadow. Both of these are hammer candles. You took out that resistance, but it didn't, again, factually close above, which is fair. Now, thirdly, if you're doing a different strategy, and we talked about that at the beginning of the day. So we talked about if you are having a strategy where you're like, hey, I'm buying off of pre-market support or I'm selling off of pre-market resistance. Do we all agree that this purple line here is a pre-market resistance, right? That's the one that we drew. That was a level based on the hourly chart when we were doing the pre-market analysis. So we did trade into there and die. That could have been a short entry. We did sell something there. Obviously, we didn't sell nearly enough. And we did lose on this trade, but that's okay. I lost on the trade. I have lost on many trades to only take a win later in the day. So again, hypothetically, could I consider buying off of this pre-market low down here, stop down here, target up here? Would I be allowed to do that? And the answer is yes. If your strategy is that you are allowed to do that, if you've practiced it, if you've written down rules for it, if you've written down your plan for it, if you know when you're going to do it, if you know why you're going to do it, same on with everything else, right? You need to really know why and where and how you're doing what it is that you're planning on doing. Valid? Okay. So the next candle comes in, almost hits the pre-market low of day, almost hits, oh, the worst. Oh, that's the worst. Type in a 9 if we at least got the sentiment correct. Okay. Almost. Oh boy, that's tough. That's real. That's the mayor of Suckville right there. Oh well. Okay. Well, I would have really liked to have done that. So let's just see if I can short up here. Yeah. Again, this is a back trade. So this is when I want to go long at this support. Someone says you are trading the 3-minute chart. That is a correct statement. Yep, that is a factual statement. All right, so now this setup I have is, again, I'm just looking to short at pre-market resistance with a stop above, another pre-market resistance with a target down here that if it runs up and does one of these, I can win on the trade. Again, so far we've actually had no 10 EMA setup at all yet. This is the first candle to close below the 10 EMA and just immediately, okay, so there he is. I'm in short. For my second trade on Nvidia today, not taking the 10 EMA, just shorting at pre-market resistance. Bull candle comes in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. Okay, bear candles hanging out. It's a good looking drop. That's a really good looking drop. Wow, that's really pretty. 1.2 is here. Yeah, I think I should get 1.2 in the next candle. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on. Oh, bull candle closing below the 10. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You. All right, so what do I do? And guys, you guys have probably seen this before. When I barely miss a target by a few pennies. So first and foremost, I'm going to lower my stop loss. I'm going to go down from -1R to -0.7, and I'm going to take my target down to about 1.3. Newsome nudge. Oh man, the words I want to say. The words I want to say. All right, next bear candle, if we get it, I'll lower my stop loss. Okay, so here it goes. Old stop loss, we're going to go from -7 to -0.5. And remember, team, I've already lost on one trade. Remember? I've already lost on one. Even though I've exited a partial, I have already exited. I have a realized loss for the day. Come on. Hit that 1.3. You got to be kidding me. Does this happen to anyone else, or is this? And the answer is, of course. It absolutely happens to other people. Well, I got my stop loss. Now I have to move my target even more because I missed it again by a few pennies. So I got to lower my target again. And this is where I walk away for a bit, right? This is where I'm like, okay, I'll lower my stop. I got my target. I'm not going to lose on the trade. I'll walk away usually for about 40 minutes at this point. The market's been open an hour. So I'm going to go for 30 minutes, whatever, jump rope, eat, make videos, reply to emails, answer phone calls. Is the refrigerator running? Go snack on a Larabar. Larabar, 5 real ingredients, one of them including pine cones. It's gluten-free, vegan-free, air-free, fat-free, keto-free, plant-based protein. It's great. All right. So then the next candle, I'm going to close my eyes because I'm not here, right? Close my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're coming back. There's not much I can do on this trade right now. It's not going in my direction, but I'm still up on it. Let's just go to 10 o'clock on the top of the hour. One more candle. Yeah, I'll just exit and then take another trade in just a second if I'm going to. So if I see this is the top of the hour. This is a bear candle closing above the 10. Now, if I still close this trade, I'm still profitable, but it's almost nothing. And we can agree on that. Okay. So here's my stats so far for the day. I have 2 trades, 1 win. I mean, it's nothing. It's 0.09 Rs and 1 loss for probably 0.7. So I'm negative on the day. This is the best day of my life. There is no day better than this. Ah, it's the best.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. This is what you have to do in this situation, by the way. If you don't like laugh out loud. Oh, man. Oh, this is so good. David says, that happens to me all the time. Perfect. So here's what we can do is we can learn from this lesson. Because again, this is a day trade. This is a back trade. I did not take this trade. You guys all know the trade that I did take and I won on that trade. So what's the difference between this back trade and Tesla and what we would have done or what we could have done? And I'll answer. You ready? That's it. That's the difference. So what I would do in this situation is if this happened to me more than once, because obviously, guys, this is how I would trade this trade right now, and it's hilarious. It's very, very funny. I'm laughing. I'm laughing so hard I'm about to eat another Lara bar. Okay, this is the best day ever. In this exact situation, if this happens to me, whatever, let's say tomorrow, the next 20 trades that I take, I walk away from them for longer. Is that fair? I walk away from them for a longer period of time. Because if when this candle comes in here and I lower my stop to 0.7, this just means that I need to be away from this trade for a full hour. That's it. So if this would have happened to me today, which it didn't, I didn't trade Nvidia. It's all good. If this happens to me today, I recognize my mistake. I exited too early. I exit out of fear, exit out impulsively, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I would have taken this as an example to go, all right, the next finite amount of trades, 20, 15, 10, whatever. I am not going to be in front of the computer after I move my stop to 0.7 for X period of time, for an hour. So I increase it because I can visually see that's what would have saved me on this trade. Type in a 7 if that makes sense. Because what a lot of traders will do is they'll just get annoyed by this and then they won't do anything afterwards. They'll just sit in frustration. Cool. Be frustrated, but come up with an answer to your question of how you can avoid that happening again.